Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Life on Autos, and I hope you're all having a great day as always. And in today's video, it is going to be regarding our 2012 Kawasaki Teryx 4. And speaking of the Teryx 4, if you guys did see my recent Instagram post, you will know that it actually broke on me while driving. And it actually happened at 30 kilometers an hour. I don't really know why, but all of a sudden it just came to a complete stop as I was driving. The engine just completely shut off, lost all its power, and it did not want to start back up. So I had to roll it for a bit, and finally, the second that I hit the driveway, turned the key, had a tough time starting, but I got it going. So we got to figure out what's wrong with it, and I'm no master mechanic, but we're going to figure something out. So I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of the story and what happened. So basically, I was driving down the street over there near where we are living, and I was going about 30 kilometers an hour. And then all of a sudden, it lost all of its power, no speed, nothing. I hit the gas, tried to give it more gas, nothing. No response from the engine. The engine just completely died on me. I had fuel in it. I had about 3 bars left, which is about usually 45 to 50 kilometers. And right after the vehicle shut off, I was pretty shocked because I didn't expect a recently serviced vehicle to completely die on me while driving. Like, I did not expect that whatsoever, and nor would you guys. I mean, if you just pay $500 to have something fixed and looked at, you expect that it's going to come out looking like it did before, and that was not the case here. So I am disappointed in the service that it's still doing this, but I do know that it does have all the new stuff, and the dealership did do a good job of it. The only thing is that I don't know if they had checked one certain part of the vehicle, and that is what was originally causing the problem, and they didn't realize that. But now we got to look into it and see exactly what is wrong with it. I'm no mechanic once again, but we're just going to look around, and maybe it does need a fuel stabilizer as recommended by my friend. So I don't even know. No idea what to really do in this case, but we're going to look around for the basic things and see if there's anything unusual that we see in the vehicle. So as soon as the vehicle died the other night, all that happened was this light here started flashing as soon as it died, and that is something that I did not really know what it is. I think it's like a fuel or oil light, but they did check the oil, they did the oil change, they did the oil filter and all that other stuff, so I have no idea what this really could be. And I've looked through the owner's manual, and it has been no help in the process. But we are going to take a look in the oil tank, the fuel tank, and see if there's anything unusual once again. And we'll get into the underneath the engine, and we will see, try and find the spark plugs, see if they're working. And yeah, let's get going. So the oil compartment is actually located underneath the driver's seat here. So to access that, this seat cover does pop up, and there's a little latch underneath the seat. So just reach that, pull up on it, and the seat will come right off for you. And it's really, really dirty, so it needs a cleaning. Throw that down. And now we have our oil beneath this cover. So let's get moving on and removing this cover, and we'll see if we see anything of a low oil level or anything like that. So the oil compartment is actually located underneath the driver's seat here. So to access that, this seat cover does pop up, and there's a little latch underneath the seat. So just reach that, pull up on it, and the seat will come right off for you. And it's really, really dirty, so it needs a cleaning. Throw that down. And now we have our oil beneath this cover. So let's get moving on and removing this cover, and we'll see if we see anything of a low oil level or anything like that. So now that we have this other cover here lifted off, we are now going to want to go ahead and check out this oil compartment in here, which is actually located beneath this cover. So there's actually a lot of covers in this vehicle. Let's open it up. It is warm. We will see. Let's just open that up. I do smell lots of oil here. And yeah, the oil actually looks clean. So I don't think the oil is a problem, because they did just change that. It just looks like how regular oil should look. So the oil is definitely not our problem. But now I'm just wondering if it's bad gas, and maybe it needs a octane booster or something like that. Because octane boosters do their work for sure if you're ever in one of these types of predicaments. So let's go ahead and reinstall this oil cover here. Just turn it until it locks. And then you have to put the second door back on the vehicle here to ensure that no fumes are coming up from the oil compartment. Just make sure that that's nice and tight so that it doesn't fly off. Now let's move on to installing the other cover. So now that we've taken a look at the oil compartment, we can see that that is all good. It looks really clean. So now we're going to move along to the coolant, and we'll see how much of that we have. Okay, so we still have a decent amount of that. The full mark is like right here, and it is down here. So that is also not causing our problem. So yeah, let's keep moving on, because I have no idea what this could be. Let's move around to the other side. We have a good battery connection. I've already checked that. And everything else looks really, really good after checking it even the other day in the front. So I'm wondering if it could be a spark plug or something, because I know in the back here, I believe the spark plugs are in the back. So let's go ahead and give the spark plugs a thorough look, if we can find them. And I believe we've got a good level of fuel. This is a fuel door. And yeah, you guys can't see in there, but yeah, we do have like another 2 full bars of fuel. So I'm also wondering if we just need an octane booster, because the octane booster gives 100 octane. Now, under here, there's no visible sign of leaks or anything, because this is actually more of the mechanical side of the vehicle as well, because the mechanical does work throughout all of the vehicle, all of the undercarriage. So I still don't know what our issue is, but yeah, everything looks good to me, but I am no mechanic, so yeah, I really don't know. So far in this video, I have found no fix to our issue, and yeah, we're going to go over those issues again, because I really, really don't know what else to do except bring it back to the shop and see if there's anything that they can do. But before we do that, I am going to dump a fuel stabilizer in the fuel tank, which will give us about 100 octane plus. So yeah, we'll give that a try, and then we will go from there. But I do plan on running this tank as low as I can. I know that that's not always the best bet, but we're going to start fresh with a 91 octane Supreme Fuel, or a 93 US, and we will see how well this thing runs from there. And hopefully we don't have to do a whole bunch of work on this thing, and hopefully we can enjoy it throughout the summer, because the summer is quickly approaching. But yeah, after doing that walk around, I have no idea where to even look now. I've looked in all the places where I assumed that there was an issue, but no, there was no issue. So I do think that the majority of our issue here is bad fuel. And just saying that, maybe there's a fuel pump issue, where I did see a video and a forum online on the Kawasaki forum website, and it said that there was like a plug issue where it was like a net that builds up in the fuel pump, and that allows for the vehicle to idle very strange, and it also allows for the vehicle to shut off because there's not enough of that fuel that's pushing through, that's able to push through that and then push through into the engine and work its way around to make sure that the vehicle runs properly. So I don't really know what this could be, but we're going to be figuring this out very soon, because I'm done with waiting for things to happen. So we're just going to get this fixed as soon as we can, but we're going to try the things that we know, and that is the octane booster, as soon as possible, and as soon as I can get to the store and pick some up, because I think that that is our problem once again. Okay guys, so you did see that. I did the walk around of the vehicle and there were no indications of any issues or problems, which could be leading to our issues of the high and low rev and also the dying while driving of the engine. And now my main issue is that this is just going to continue to happen, and I don't want it to continue to happen, because if I'm on a long trail out deep in the woods somewhere and it dies, I'm stuck. Like, that's going to be a $400 tow bill if the tow truck can even get in there, or we'll have to repair it ourselves in the bush, and none of our family are really mechanics. So that is not a good option, and I'm just hoping that we can get this thing back up and running. Maybe the octane booster will work, and if not, it'll go back to the DeWitt Marine where we had this service. And we did have this service at a marine place, but they do specialize in the other stuff, so don't get worried about that. They do know what they're doing, and I completely trust them 100%. Okay guys, so I actually went over and checked over everything that I thought would be an issue with the Kawasaki here, and there was nothing major that I found. But I'm sure that if a trained mechanic looked at this vehicle, they would find something due to the uneven idle and the fact that the vehicle shuts off while I was driving, which is definitely the most important part of our issue here. So I definitely hope that we can get this issue fixed and that we can get this vehicle back on the road as soon as possible, because I hate to see it sitting in the garage not really working as it should. But for the meantime, I can still drive it, but the main problem is that I just have to worry about it shutting off while I'm driving. So now we're actually just going to go for a little ride in the Teryx, and we'll see how it performs and see if it also dies. And I really hope that it doesn't, but if it does, it does. It doesn't really mean a whole lot. It just means I'll try and get it started again, and I'll drive it home and park it for good, and then I know that I don't take it out again. Okay guys, so that's actually going to be a wrap for today's video. I hope that you guys did enjoy it, and if you guys are stopping by the channel for the first time and you want to, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And before I end this video, I do want to mention that you guys can please feel free to leave a comment on what you think this issue could be with the uneven idle and the fact that it shut off me while driving. So thanks everybody for all your support and help in this case, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.